Arora from justtutors.com, and in today's video we will learn about sorting of materials into groups. So the main topics which we are going to cover in today's lesson are objects around us and properties of materials in detail. Let's move forward and let's have a quick discussion about objects around us. So let's pick any object from your surrounding. Let's talk about a pen. So if we talk about a pen, that's an object and which can be made from more than one material, like you need more than one material to make a pen, and the same goes for cakes and soaps. Now let's talk about table, chair and door. All of these objects can be made from a single object, which is wood. So that's our second category. And let's talk about the last category, which is an object which can be made from different material. Like you can make a bottle from glass, you can make the same bottle with the help of plastic or with different metals. So basically we can classify objects into these three groups. So now let's move forward towards the next slide and let's learn more about grouping. Well, you can group different objects on the basis of their shapes, materials and the properties of these materials. Like you can think if the object is shiny or not, if the object is hard or soft, if the object is a good conductor of heat or not. So these are various properties on which you can group different objects. So let's move forward towards the next slide and let's learn about different properties of material. So the first one is luster, which means shiny. So we can see that if the object is shiny or not. Let's go for the next one. So the next one is hardness or softness. We can check if the object is hard or soft. The third one is transparency. So if we talk about transparency, that means material which allows light to pass through them so the object behind them can be seen. Let's move forward towards the next one, which is solubility. Object is soluble or not, if the object can float or not, if the object attracts a word magnet or not, and the last one is if the object is good conductor or bad conductor of heat and electricity. So now let's learn about each of this in detail. So luster means shiny. You can group the objects into shiny and non-shiny, which is basically lustrous and non-lustrous. So lustrous materials could be gold, silver, and if we talk about non-lustrous, you can think of wood, plastic, etc. Let's talk about hardness and softness of materials. So materials that can be compressed or stitched into a different shape, they are called soft materials, for example cotton or sponge. And if we talk about hard materials, so materials which are not easy to compress by hand, so that you can think iron, wood could be few of the examples. Let's move forward towards the next property, which is transparency. Well, transparency is a property which allows object to be seen clearly through it. You can think of a mirror, like if you can think of a glass, you can easily see through such material. So materials can be classified into transparent, opaque and translucent on the basis of the transmittance of light by them. Let's learn about each of them in detail. So the first one is opaque materials, which do not allow light to pass through them. You can think of wood, you can think of iron, you can think of different metals. Let's talk about translucent materials. So translucent materials allows light to pass through them but only partially. You can think of butter paper and frosted glass. Now let's move forward and let's learn about the next property. So soluble means like anything which is easily dissolved or easily dissolvable in water. You can think of lemon juice, vinegar, sugar, salt. And if we talk about the next one, which is insoluble in water, so anything which is not able to be dissolved in water. You can think of sand, you can think of sawdust. So substances like these are not easily dissolved in water, and that's why they're said to be insoluble in water. Now let's move forward towards the next slide. So here are a few practice time questions for you. You can pause the video here and you can try the given questions. Once you are done with all the questions, you can resume the video to check your answers. And here are a few more questions for you to work out. So take your time, and after that you can check your answers on the answer slide, which is just after the slide. So congratulations if all of your answers are correct, and thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.